Podcast at KCAAradio.com.
KCAA.
Welcome to another episode of Palmtrees in Progress presents on NBC, KCAA 102.3 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1050 AM in the Inland Empire and worldwide on all streaming platforms. I'm your host, Erick Osario, and joined with us as always, the better half of the show, Andrew Berkeley, Big Dog Tavares. Yo. Yeah, there it is. Boom. All right, man, how's it going, dude?
Good. How are you doing, bro?
Doing pretty good. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the Skype computer to work properly today. So for everyone streaming off KCAAradio.com, you're not going to be able to see what you guys tuned in for usually. Andrew's pretty mug. Doing pretty good, man. Sorry for the last minute. I could have texted you probably an hour before when I realized we were having trouble with the Skype computer. But, I like to live life on the edge, and I thought I was going to be able to fix it. I did it.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
So what are you up to right now, man? Are you out in Newport right now?
I am not out in Noops right now. I wish I was, dude. Tonight's the opening ceremony for the boat parade.
It is the 13th, huh?
Yeah, they have the fireworks going off at Newport Pier at 6:15.
I got to go get drunk over there and watch those. It's going to be all weekend, right?
Yeah, I think it's to the 17th. I think we're going to head out there tomorrow if you're free.
I have a work Christmas party tomorrow. What time you guys heading out there?
It starts at 6:30 every day is what they said.
All right. Well, as always, we got a great show planned for the listeners. We'll be chopping it up, going over some news articles that we skimmed and pretending to read, as well as talk about some recent viral videos. But before that, we'll be introducing our guest, Richie Deladesso. Sorry if I butchered that, big dog. How do I say your last name?
Velasquez.
Oh my gosh! But Richie Deladesso is.
I'm throwing my real name. Yeah, it's a Deladesso.
Okay, awesome, Deladesso. We're gonna be. I'm a big fan of this guy, his art. I've been seeing it in Riverside for a while now, and I'm always like, oh, dude, oof, let's go, dude. Just the
a noof a day, man. A noof a day. That's all we can do.
Yeah, big fan of it, man. So I'm stoked to have you here, and we can talk about all your art projects and what Fun Moss TV is gonna be.
Moss
Fun
TV.
Yeah, we can get into that as well. And definitely going to be playing some of your music. Is this a more recent project?
2020 is kind of like one of those things I was driven by boredom. I was like, I want to express a little bit more and expand the art a little bit. So I was like, you know what? I got words. I got feelings.
Let's go.
I think I'm going to do this.
Oh, also for the IE, he busted the stickers for the kids' meals for bakers. Was it all year?
Huh?
What didn't you do stickers for bakers or stuff?
Yeah, this year they introduced the kids meal and I had done some fan art and they reached out and they're like, hey, we're doing kids meals. It'd be cool to have you down here to introduce yourself and do a project. And then they were like, yeah, let's start off with some stickers, like a sticker pack, And I'm just like, okay, let's do it.
That's from the IE. That's super sick. It's
the most proud thing I have. It's if you're from the IE, you understand. It's just kind of a very it's a cool little milestone for me.
Yeah, there was a second there when I asked you about it where you kind of look like you didn't know what I was talking about, and I was like, oh no, am I mistaken?
What is Bakers?
Yeah, am I mistaken?
I thought you were talking about the skate company.
Oh no.
Oh, Baker. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. We're gonna go watch some Baker 3 after this. Actually, now while getting a Baker's dozen, there's numbers for you and some Bakers. But hey, Andrew, have you had Baker's? He's an OC boy, so I don't know if he's familiar with the.
That was my next question. I was going to say, and what if you're not from the IE and you don't know what Baker's is?
Well, you got to get down here and get some Bakers.
Yeah, try a burger or a burrito or a taco, man. You can have whatever you want.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Exactly. Yeah, why not both? Why not both?
Why are you limiting me?
Yeah. You're right. You know what? I'm sorry. I don't want to be. I don't want to be treading on you guys. So yeah. But
that's awesome. So what's the recommendation here? I mean.
Oh yeah, what do you grab there? Soon you're gonna have to get your own Deladoso meal right there.
Imagine that'd be crazy. But yeah, a go-to is the double baker with the habanero hot sauce.
Oh, yep. I did like the sticker. One of the stickers was a habanero hot sauce right there.
That's the fan art that kind of started it all. You know,
Oh,
it was just
man,
like,
that's
I
awesome.
just kind of opened my drawer and then like saw like I was kind of bored. I'm like, usually that's how my art goes. I'm like, what am I gonna grime out today?
Yeah.
Open the drawer and I'm like, I haven't done nothing for bakers. I'm like, what? Why? And then I just did it and it just kind of went from there.
You know, it's funny. Speaking of Baker skateboards, that does sound like a board design they might do, or any other skate company would be like a rip on it. You know what I mean?
I used to skate a lot too, so it's one of those things. I grew up with double baker right there. It's just like the bakers and the bakers, you know,
Let's
like
go.
baker boys.
Oh, heck yeah. Oh, man. Well, I want to say thanks again for taking the time of being on the show. Andrew, how you been, man? What's going on? When are you going to be getting out of town?
Dude, you asked at the perfect time. I'm actually leaving this Sunday. I will be out of town.
Where are you
in
going?
Colorado.
Colorado. What are you going to be doing out there, visiting the in-laws?
Yeah, visiting the in-laws, maybe hitting the slope. You know, that'd be pretty cool to catch them out.
Are you going to do drugs? What do you mean you're going to be hitting the Oh, you're going to be snowboarding.
I'm in skiing. Oh, wait.
Hey-oh. Oh, man. Do you usually go out there? Or do you usually go snowboarding when you go out there? Or skiing?
No, I haven't been, but I mean, it's definitely on the bucket list for sure. You know, those mountains are insane. So that'd be pretty cool. But mostly we're out there for, Christmas, the holidays, and then we'll be back.
Oh, you're going to be out for Christmas. So I'm not going to see you this year for Christmas?
Oh, no, you won't.
You know what? I already knew that. I drank your Bucana's bottle. My bad.
you still, oh, man. I figured there was no shot that was still there.
Yep, it is. Well, not anymore.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. Oh, by the way, Andrew, you can't see, bro, but I'm wearing the shirt that, if you remember when we were in San Diego, at the Belching Beaver spot. Is that where we had the peanut butter shot?
Oh, yeah. No, we were at, what is that spot called again? Yeah. In OB. I forgot what it was.
Anyways,
called.
it was a nice peanut butter shot. Definitely better than the screwball that, they sell at the stores. And I remember being like, dude, I know where that guy got that shirt. It was Target. It's a Goodfellow shirt. It's a Goodfellow shirt. You're like, whoa, how do you know that? I'm wearing it right now, dude. I'm wearing it. I told you I had it. And the proof is in the pudding, and everyone could see that I'm not lying on KCAAradio.com. You know what?
Broke boys unite.
Let's go. Exactly. Yeah. Me and the guys at the bar, we met eyes, and we both were like, oh yeah, we're both in a different tax bracket, and we recognized it.
You know what? I just got a good $15 pair of pants from Ross yesterday. I was pretty stoked about it. I'm like, whoa.
Well, go on, man. No, from Ross? Let's go.
From Ross. I was like, man, you know what? It might be better than my Goodfellow jeans. I don't know. I have to test them out.
You know what? I think my dream sponsorship would be probably from one of those discount designer stores like Burlington Coat Factory, TJ Maxx, or Ross. I'd probably go for Ross though. But let's properly introduce our guest.
Get them on.
She said I'll take some hell. Yeah. She said I'll take some hell. Yeah. She said I'll take some hell. Yeah. I get by with a little help from my friends. I get by with a little help from my friends. I get by with a little help from my friends. I get by with a little help from my friends. Now, ain't that right?
Ain't that right? Shout out to Greaseball for letting us use that for our segment for when we bring on our guest. Greaseball, that was off of Sleep Cowboy, available on all streaming platforms. Go check that out. But also, while we're talking about artists, let's announce Richie Deladesso. Yo, thanks again for taking the time and being part of the show. Why don't you let some of the listeners who may not know a little bit about yourself and where they can find all your awesome art that, I just enjoy scrolling through your Instagram and being like, oh, PlayStation 5 looks all pink. Nintendo. I don't know why I said PS5. I meant Nintendo.
Games and stuff, man. It's just kind of like I'm a product of those type of inspirations. I'm just kind of like keeping those things alive for me, It's like things that I like. I'm like, oh, other people might like them, And what I do is kind of I take things that I grew up with and or things that are happening, and I do this style that I call grime art over it, which is kind of just drippy and like just grimy style.
Well, I need some penicillin.
Yeah, it's one of those things, man. It's just like, how do I tell people or how do I express like that I like something or I don't like something, and it's like that's kind of through the art that I do. And if you go through my Instagram, just at Deladeso, you can kind of see it's just kind of 10,000 plus like really like original posts. You know, I don't repost. I post everything on there. It's kind of like my ongoing resume. It's my portfolio. It's where I post where I'm at and what I'm doing at the moment. You know.
Oh, that's awesome. How did you get your art hanging into the Brickwood little brewery spot in downtown Riverside? Like, did you go about? Did they reach out, or how did that work?
No, the owner he's just a fan of my art. He's been collecting my art for a while, and his name's Vince, and he runs the Brickwood, and I think it was during the pandemic. Like, I think it was after the pandemic, he just kind of reached out and be like, hey, what you been up to? And I'm just like, oh, like just hanging out, just surviving as usual, you know? And it's just like, oh, like I want this commission. And then we started talking and catching up. We haven't talked in a while. And he invited me over, and then I'm like, oh yeah, what are you up to? I'm like, I'm just looking for a studio. And he's like, oh, I got this brewery that closed down because of COVID or whatever. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I went over there, and I'm like, wow, it's like this dingy, like, warehouse or whatever, and I'm like, oh man, this is awesome. It's like I can do something here. I'm like, and he was like, yeah, let's work out of here. Like, if you want to do stuff, like let's create art. And he invited me over, and we started sharing the space there. And really quickly, he started seeing the people that I started bringing around, and that's where like he's like, hey, we should do like a podcast. And I'm like, I don't really like podcasts. I was like, I grew up on television.
Right.
And I'm like, I like that aspect of creating commercials and all the bumpers. And I was like, I want to create that. And he's like, he just got this look in his face. He's like, huh. And yeah, he was like, let's, and right away, it's like Moss Fun TV. You know, that's one of those things that I would throw out there is like, less art, Moss Fun. And I create these sticker packs on Instagram or on Giphy. And I create these sayings and illustrations and typography. And I'm like, one of them were just Moss Fun. And then right there, he's like, Moss Fun TV. And then that's what it became, you know, and we've been doing it for 3 years now.
Oh man, congrats. I could definitely see like your love for like when you said bumpers and things like that from just looking at your art on your page. Maybe a little Adult Swim. Were you a fan of Adult Swim?
A fan of The Simpsons,
Pee-wee,
like all that stuff, Power Rangers, yeah. Like I grew up with like shows with morality and stuff, so I was just kind of like, oh, like I like things with messages and like things that brought like hope and good, and I wanted to create that. You know, I see Adult Swim, and I'm like, people are like, oh, you should throw your stuff on here. I'm like, I like that, but it's like I want something that's kind of more guided towards like I see kids are watching what I'm doing, and I want to be if I'm going to be an influence, I want to be a good one.
Oh, I'd love to hear that. Yeah.
So I'm like, dude, like I know they're watching, so I don't want to just contribute to the garbage that's kind of already, because it's so much TV now. It's like it's not TV.
Yeah.
You know, it's like so much that people watch. And I'm like, what are we even watching anymore? And it's like, let's take it back. And like I think people need breaks, and I don't think people need to binge so much. I think people should wait or give stuff time to kind of like marinate and think, you know.
Yeah, I definitely get that, because I'm sorry, go for it, Andrew.
No, I was just saying, like, that's just really cool about like the whole, like, you know, the art aspect of it. And just like I was going through his page right now as he was talking, and I just saw like every single thing that you were talking about. I'm just like, wow, this is so cool that you have a physical, like you said, resume of everything you just talked about and what you're like trying to do, and it's right there. It's like all in the page. And like even Eric says, like what you were influenced by definitely shows within your artwork, and it's awesome. I was just looking like, dang, dude, I want to put one of those on like a customized skateboard or like a snowboard. I'm like, those are like perfect images. They're dope. They're awesome.
Yeah, and I've gotten opportunities to create for like skateboards and all that.
Did you hear this things, jerk right now though? He's like, I'm gonna put it on my snowboard. You just said you've never gone snowboarding before. What's this guy's deal?
No, I thought you meant in Colorado. I'm like, I've gone snowboarding before.
Stories are not start to add up, dude. I'm just saying.
I haven't snowboarded either, and I used to skate, so I'm like, I think I can snowboard. I just haven't had the opportunity to do it.
I thought that when I was in middle school for the first time, like when I first went snowboarding, because I grew up, you know, skating just all the time, and then went with one of my buddies that I was better at than skating. And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna go up the same mountain that you do. Like, you know, he grew up snowboarding too. He went up like an intermediate one. I'm like, dude, I could eat this up. Let's go. And he kind of just let me go. He's like, all right, let's go up the let's go up the lift together. Dude, I'm beefing it every turn. I don't know how to turn really, so I'm just having to fall so I don't run into the trees, and I got pretty beat up.
Yeah, I don't need to bomb hills. I don't think I want to go down a mountain. I think I'm down to like hit some like just like manual pads or whatever. And just
bad. Yeah.
I'd like to chill. I don't bomb hills now. Like I wouldn't skate. Even skateboarding, that'd get a speed wobble. I'm like, dude, you're done. Like
yeah. That GX 1000 people out in SF. You see that skate company? They're out from SF, dude. All hills.
I don't get it. I don't. I'm like, dude, that's insane.
Yeah.
Like, if you really you watching it on like watching it and like actually doing it, it's two different things.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I used to skate.
It makes my feet sweat.
Oh, dude, like I used to go like watch skate videos and be like, yeah, we're gonna go to this spot. We'd go to Silmar, go to all these like famous like skate spots, and you'd get to them, and you're like, there's like a fat crack on it, or there's like
who brought the Bondo?
Yeah, and that's like nobody, right? We're just kind of out there. We're like, oh, and like. And people skate like that, So it's like people don't see it. Everybody thinks it's just easy to do these things, but it's like once you get there, you're like, oh, you gotta challenge yourself.
Oh yeah, man.
Snowboarding definitely is one of those ones. It's hard.
You gonna put a sticker on your snowboard?
Yeah, that's why. That with art and all that stuff too. That's kind of ties in. It's like, dude, you can't just call yourself something. You're not just because you pick up a spray paint. Like you don't call yourself a graffiti like writer. You have to like pay homage to like those things and like proper respects too, because it's like people learn how to create art and stuff, like I still don't even see it. I'm like I kind of just say I'm just Richie, like
right, yeah,
I just express myself. I don't really call myself an artist because it's just like there's so many people that work really hard. I just kind of like do it, and I'm like, and I see other people that are really like training to become it, and they're very disciplined, and I'm like, oh man, like I'm just doing myself, like that's all I can do.
The Jordan approach. Let your work speak for itself.
Yeah, man, that's the signature, the style.
See, do you like that sports reference, Andrew? I watch sports, or at least sports documentaries.
Oh yeah, you dabble in it.
I play basketball.
But Richie, I was gonna say is
NBA
kind
Street.
of you were talking about different artists that you claim. Or not like that, but different artists that you're saying that they deserve the respect for it. Like, what are some of those artists for you? I guess that you see as they've mastered the craft that you're trying to perfect.
There's so many, man. Like when I think of different artists, I'm like, you go to the roots, like the staples, like like the Andy Warhols, like all the Basquiat's. You see that, but there's just like my friends are like all dope. I think I thrive off watching them do stuff. Like I don't know, like artists. I'm like my wife cuts hair, and I'm like, that's art. So it's like you make a cool sandwich, like that's art. Like so I'm like I respect anybody that just does really well, And like Brickwood, like Vince running that brewery, like that tasting room. I'm like, that's art, What he does there, it's very curated. Like he picks every beer on tap himself, and like it's just like it's a very like thought out thing,
Yeah, and then at Brickwood also the whole scene and like the whole environment, the way they put the art up and all that. You could just be sipping on a beer, looking around the whole time, and probably still not have examined every crevice in that area.
And he's an artist himself. Like he knows fun, and he's the one helping me produce this show. He's one of the producers of Moss Fun TV.
Yeah.
So we're doing this together, and I see him excited, and it gets me super excited because I'm like, oh man, we're doing something cool,
Ooh, something I call secondhand stoke.
That's a good one. That's a banky.
Thank you. I definitely want to get into your awesome art exhibit at the
Raincross District.
Yeah, Raincross Art District. The RAD. I know
just rad. Just
rad. It is very rad too. But want to get into one of these songs?
Yeah.
All right, cool. What about If Today Was a
Song?
Yeah, let's hit that one.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Me versus me. This was never about me winning something. Never needed to be someone who wasn't me from the start.
Maybe in another life we could have been something. Maybe in another life we could have been something. Maybe in another life we could have been something. Maybe in another life we could have been something else. I'm using you. I needed to tell you. I can't think. I don't know the words. Maybe in another life we could have been something. Maybe in another life we could have been something. Maybe in another life we could have been something. Maybe in another life we could have been something else. I need you to do these things you don't want to do, but you do it anyways. Filler shit. Maybe in another life we could have been something. Maybe in another life we could have been something. Maybe in another life we could have been something. Maybe in another life we could have been something else.
Let's go.
It's better than nothing.
If today was a song, let's go. And I gotta ask, who's some of your big influences? Like who for music and stuff?
Oh man, there's so many. Like David Bowie, David Byrne, Talking Heads, like
Okay.
Joy Division, Korn.
Nice.
That brings me back to like that. A lot of my emo stuff comes from like Jonathan Davis. Just kind of. That has to be from the past, you know. Like that's when I say products of our inspirations. I'm like that's what it is, man. Like I didn't understand my emotions, and so I started like just kind of like categorizing them and like actually writing them down. I'm like, all right, what am I feeling? Like that today, that song right there. It's like if today was a song, it's like that came from something, you know.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And that's available on all streaming platforms.
All streaming platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all self. It's like I kind of got excited because I do like. With Instagram, I do the sticker packs on there through Instagram. If you type in like certain like keywords, my stuff comes up.
Oh, cool, yeah.
And I saw that you can do it with music too, so I figured out. I'm like, oh man, we can distribute our own music, and like you do the same thing. I can use my stuff to make my stuff make more sense, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, dude, why not? Like, and I just did it, you know, and yeah, it's available everywhere. And now I'm just kind of like wrapping up this year, and I'm dropping one more like. Feelings album, you know. Just kind of
and I see you've been playing shows a lot too, right?
Yeah, and that's such a stress reliever for me. It's just like one of those things. I'm like, all right, man, like I feel really good after I do it. Like good or bad, it's kind of like a beautiful train wreck.
Yes, yeah. So and it's Della Deso on Spotify.
Yeah, Della Deso
On Spotify,
Apple Music, YouTube, Amazon Music, like.
Yeah, okay, awesome. Well, thank you for tuning in to Palmtrees and Progress Presents on NBC KCAA. We are here with Richie Della Deso, at Della Deso on Instagram and I'm guessing YouTube and all that stuff too?
It's all the same, yeah. Streamline.
Yeah, you brought up Moss Fun TV. Where could they find that?
Oh, yeah, if you have an iPhone or Google Play, you just look up Moss Fun TV, all space, Moss Fun TV, like more in Spanish.
Yeah.
You can find it on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, YouTube now, and Spotify.
Let's go! Heck yeah, man!
That's awesome.
It's like people are like, it's like TV. I'm like, it's not like TV. It is TV. Like it's totally TV. It's like
what a condescending thing to say. It's like your little art thing. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Yeah, you know, you get that from other people. They're just like, hey, you're doing your little art show, and you're like, yeah, I'm doing my little art. Yeah, and you kind of have to get over it.
Oh,
you know?
yeah,
it's like you hear it so much, and it's not even. They're not saying it in that way. You're just kind of like, if you catch you on a bad day, I'm sure you'll get bummed out. You know. But I'm pretty good at just kind of like, all right, I'm just gonna write a song about it later.
Yeah. Oh, you're getting dissed in my song. You're getting subliminally dissed.
And they won't even know it. Yeah, they won't even know it
because they never listen to my little song.
That's the power we have, you know.
Let's go. Yeah, for sure. I definitely get that every once in a while and stuff. I could see that. But Andrew, what you doing over there?
Dude, I am currently on KCAA radio, checking you guys out right now. I was gonna say, this mustache, dude, that is awesome. That is a look.
I know, dude. You know what's really messed up? Like, my camera's way closer to me, and like I still just look like I got like chocolate milk on my upper lip. And this beast from like a little bit further away, it's like for sure like a push broom handle.
So it's a proper brocha, right?
Let's go, dude.
They asked me, I'm like, how do you get that? I'm like, I don't know.
Just
water your garden. I don't know. Take a shower.
Yeah, there you go. None of that beard oil that I buy off of Joe Rogan's podcast is helping. I don't know.
It's a scam, man.
What? Joe Rogan scamming me?
No way.
The guy from Fear Factor? No way, dude. I don't believe it.
I don't know.
Hey, you brought up Korn a little bit ago. Do you know his like crazy detailed microphone stand? Do you know about his microphone stand?
No, I don't.
He has like a sick microphone stand. It's all detailed. It's from when he used to, when they were playing all the big shows. So it's made by the guy who made the Aliens, the Aliens.
Geiger or Giger?
I believe. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's the guy who made that. I wish I would have remembered.
I legit stopped at like after Issues. Like I was kind of like, all right, I'm gonna listen to other stuff too.
Yeah, it's nice to see they finally got the collab with Adidas though.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah, I'm stoked for that because I remember even in like South Park when they had a episode with the Korn in it, and they were all just in their tracksuits still in Adidas.
It's such a thing. I think like when I think of like Korn, it's always like 99 Woodstock,
Yeah. Fred Durst just surfing on a friggin' plank of wood.
And all that stuff's really coming back. It's like it's just kind of like perfect timing for that type of music and stuff, Everybody's kind of like, all the kids are learning again,
Yeah, I heard some I heard some new music on it was like my Instagram sponsored, and it was like very pop punk Blink-182, like Enema of the State sounding music, and I was like, all right. I don't like how the algorithm got me so good, but I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a follow. This is pretty dope. Thank you also.
Yeah, the algorithms sometimes work, The
algae rhythm, man. All right. Andrew, you ready to get into some news?
Let's get into the news.
Have you heard the news? Have you heard the news? You want to sing this one? No, hit it, Andrew. Hit it, Andrew. Let's go. Hit it.
Break it down the news.
We got the news. Palmtrees in Progress presents the news.
And Goofy Duck.
And Goofy Duck. Let's go. All right, dude. So on the news, you got any articles you want to kick down, or you want me to spit this?
Break it down.
Break it down now.
Spit it.
All right. Did you we talked about Grand Theft Auto 6's trailer last week. I don't know did you see the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer?
I've been seeing clips of it. I haven't had the time to actually see it, but it looks pretty epic.
Yeah, it does look pretty epic. A lot of like the scenes that they had in it was derived from real life stuff that happened in Florida. So like just since it happened, they're showing like the clips that it was inspired by, like a girl twerking on top of a car in Florida, some dude like beating a alligator with a frying pan in Florida. What other crazy ones in Florida? The Joker guy?
Oh yeah, the Joker guy. Those are the three that I see I think we went over, right?
Yeah,
or that I at least saw.
But then since we watched it last week, a bunch of people that are from Florida have been calling out Grand Theft Auto and Rockstar for saying that their likeness was used for the game, or at least the trailer. And Andrew talked about it last week. I don't think I got to show it on the screen, but there's like 3 that I've seen now. Andrew, have you seen the other 2?
I think I've seen the 3 people that have come out and talked about it. Yeah,
it was the Florida Joker, which is this dude that had a mugshot that went viral a couple years ago, where his face was all tattooed and had the Joker smile tattooed on him as well. And
he's like, "Give me $2 million."
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. He said, "Let me get $2 million." Yeah. And that one, as well, there's like another guy with like a wife beater shirt on and like the same hair, but also it's kind of generic hair. It's almost like if someone were to have like the Jack Harlow curly hair going on and be like, "That's me, dude."
I'm gonna look for a mustache and then be like, "Hey, you owe me $3."
What's up with that? Yeah. See, there you go. You're not asking for too much. They might just give you some hush money.
All we need is credit, right?
Let's
give us a little credit.
Yeah, there's one that I also saw, which was it was like a chick, and she was It just looked like a regular chick with like in Miami night. You know, she was just wearing like a dress or whatever. She's like, that's me, and that was my favorite one. I was like, I don't know if that's her.
Reaching.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. But I guess that's for the Grand. That was all I wanted to cover from the Grand Theft Auto.
I think that's awesome, though. Or I think
Rockstar's not going to shoot him no money.
You don't think so? I feel like that's the case. I feel like there's some case that they can provide because some of those things look exactly like those
I think
people.
the Florida Joker one is the only one that really has a case so far.
The other one could be general, like to just generalize. I get that. Okay, you're right. Maybe the Joker one.
You know what? I hope Joker gets his money. You know, he's all. Some people just want to see the world burn. They just want $2 million.
I hope he gets nothing.
On the opposite side.
I hope he gets nothing.
Yeah, you know what? Because he did have a mug shot. I don't remember exactly what he went for, but I believe it was a violent crime. So you're right.
He's not going to do anything good with that.
Good point. Good point. I don't see him donating money to charity or like anything giving back to the community. You might be right.
I think we could get the Florida Man a new frying pan or maybe like a sponsorship or something. I think that'd be kind of cool. A little collab.
Or a TV show or something.
Yeah, you know what? It would be a frying pan that's not silicone because it's like, oh man, he would have never knocked that alligator out if it was this weak silicone frying pan. But nah, you need these old school ones.
Dude, the fact that we're talking about him in general is he should be honored. Like people are talking about him.
He's an absolute legend. You know what's funnier? We actually talked about him like earlier in the year when that news article first went around. So, man, he's like
this is the third time.
Yeah, this is a gosh darn third time. He's a legend here. Oh man. Well, we all. This is a good one. This is a good one.
What do we got?
Speaking about giving back to the community. High school basketball player and older brother beat up coach after the game for getting benched. So out in Texas, there was some high school basketball player, Jevin Allen, and his brother, Erick Allen. They were arrested for assaulting a coach in the school's parking lot after the game. Jevin benched for bad behavior during the match. That doesn't sound like Jevin. Returned with his family and confronted the coach who had disciplined him. So it sounds like he went with his family. The family was like doing what my mom used to do when I was a kid and like getting dressed after the beach, probably like with a towel, like, no one's looking, you're good. And I guess the verbal altercation escalated, leading Jevin to punch the coach in the face while his brother also joined the assault. The victim sustained injuries to his head, neck, face, and arms. Witnesses and surveillance footage supported the coach's account, leading to the arrest of the Allen brothers on charges of assault on a public servant. So, they're throwing the books at him with that, at least.
Yeah, they need some Moss Fun TV in their life.
Yeah.
They need to chill.
Yeah, he's not really he's like only proving the coach's point for him. He got benched for bad behavior. Then he's like, hey, I was acting cool, man.
I'm going to sock you in the face.
Easy on you. Now we're really fighting.
Hey, Andrew, you were in sports and stuff. Ever see anything like that with the coach and or I guess other players?
You know what? That stuff does always go down, and I would say it probably goes down more with. I mean, you'll see it with like a younger player and an older coach, but when you get a younger coach, like maybe like a 23, 24-year-old coach, and they're trying to coach like an 18-year-old, that's where I've seen it go wrong the most. I think, like those arguments seem like there's just two brothers like arguing, and they're like just letting it all out there for the parents to watch. And then the parents turn around and get mad at the kid, and it's pretty interesting. I'm like, dang, like that kid was pretty disrespectful. I've seen that happen a lot. So
that's
I
awesome.
I wasn't surprised with those headlines.
Do you have any like stories about that? Do you remember anything in particular, like what they were jibber jabbing about?
No, but this is this is actually kind of one. My dad, he coached the sophomore basketball team. I wasn't on that team. Yeah, I think I was a freshman, but he was coaching the sophomore team, and there was this one player that used to always just give him. Anytime my dad said anything, he would just say, he would talk back to my dad and just smile and laugh and walk away, and he would just crack my dad up. So one time my dad was coming to practice, and he was walking into the gym, and he saw the kid. He was just making out with his girlfriend in the front of the gym. And so my dad walks by and says, hey, practice in 3 minutes. They got to suit up. And then he said something, my dad walked in, and then he locked the gym. So he locked the gym door. He didn't let the kid come in. He was late anyway, so like he ended up making out with that girl for another like 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, dude,
And-
totally worth it, I bet.
Yeah, right?
Oh man.
yeah.
Oh, man. So then, yeah, the kid ends up arguing with my dad. They go at it, and that was probably one of the funniest things. And then turns out 10 years later, I end up hanging. I mean, that kid was one of my friends, and he still comes over, and it's hilarious with them. Because my dad always brings it up. He's like, man, dude, like, why couldn't you be this serious when you were in high school? But now he's completely different. He's just way different.
You're just too busy macking with girls. You weren't even trying to get laid. You were just taking it to keeping it safe and steady at second base, bro. Like
Proper high schoolers.
oh man, that's
So
awesome.
that was about it. That was fun. I was hearing those stories.
Oh shoot! All right, well let's get into another one of these songs. You were listening to Palmtrees in Progress presents on NBC KCAA. We're with Richie Deladesso, and any song in particular you'd like to listen to?
Me?
Yeah, anyone that you want to play on here on the air?
Which one sounds cooler?
I Just Dance sounds cool, and also I Struggle with No Limbs. Is that what it is?
No. Okay, let's do Just Dance.
I Struggle. Just Dance.
Yeah,
All right.
let's do that one.
Just dance, it'll be okay.
Do.
This is what I'm feeling now. Everything is falling down. There is no room for mistakes. Everyone is saying so. I'll reach in for more and more, and all I want to do is dance. Just dance. Just dance. This is what I'm feeling now. Everything is falling down. There is no room for mistakes. Everyone is saying so. I'll reach in for more and more, and all I want to do is dance. Just dance.
That was Just Dance by Deladesso, available on all streaming platforms. Go ahead and check that out. And don't forget to check out his Instagram page at Deladesso on all things. And then Moss Fun TV. Yeah. That
You should do it right now. Like, do you have a phone? Or you buy a Roku? Or you buy something? Like, type it in right now. Moss Fun TV.
do it.
Do it right now.
Dude, I bet you know what?
I'll be here waiting.
You know what? I think they're too scared. You know what? I'm gonna double dog dare them. I bet you they won't.
I bet they won't.
Yeah. Prove us wrong.
I'll give you a sticker.
Oh, yeah. I want. I'm gonna go ahead and give them a follow. I want a sticker. Andrew, you're not getting a sticker.
I followed him already. What do you mean? I just did it.
But Moss Fun TV. We're talking Moss Fun TV, bud.
Yeah.
Oh.
It'll make
I
less sense
followed
when you download it.
Yeah. Oh man.
Ooh. I love the ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the oof.
An oof a day keeps them away, you know?
Let's go. What do you do to? Because I assume you produce those tracks yourself.
Yeah, I would just make them on my phone at first, and then like my friends started contributing some of these tracks as well. So I'm like, oh, I got producers now. Like it's like,
Yeah.
it's kind of those funny things, and like, oh man, like people are like, I'm always like super self-deprecation. I'm always kind of talking the worst about myself, and I'm like, and people were like, oh no, it's good, dude. Like just keep doing it. Like just like it's fun. It's like it was at first it was just to promote the show, you know. Like it
Right.
was just kind of like it's hard to upload stuff with like copywritten music, so I'm like, all right, we're just gonna create our own stuff from our own theme song and our own like thing. So I'm like, let's make it make sense, you know.
Yeah, I always love stuff. I mean, there's that sense of quality, a little bit better quality when you guys are making your own music.
It's literally like an app on my phone. I do make a loop, throw it on GarageBand.
Let's
and
go.
I have this like this dumpy like Rock Band microphone, a USB mic that I just plugged in. And
Rock Band microphone.
I threw it in the restroom, and like, yeah, that's a PP room recording studio right there.
Oh yes, yeah. You guys were trying to sign some people out in the IE. I do remember hearing of PP Room Studios, the records. doing some.
So just do it, you know. It's
Yeah.
just like it doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to, you know. If you have an idea, just do it. Like it doesn't. You don't have to wait for the proper equipment to get an emotion out. You know.
That's beautiful. I feel like a lot of artists, some that I know as well, need to hear that. Like, a lot of close friends and artists that I know, they just keep collecting gear and tools and stuff like that.
Everything gets outdated, you
Yeah.
know, and it's
Yeah.
like you end up selling it. You don't like it no more, so it's just
Yeah.
like, you know, these are all tools. So it's like, you know, whatever you have in front of you at the time, you have an idea, just put it out. Like it's like we really. Like time we don't get back, you know. We're spending money all day, but it's like time is like more precious. It's like I'm learning this, and it's like, what can I do with the time I have now, you know?
Yeah, the songs are definitely very fun. I could. It's infectious fun. I could definitely feel it and hear it. Like how much fun you had making it as well. Like,
And from when I started like putting them out, 2021 to now, there's
Yeah.
so much. Like it's,
awesome.
it's not all great,
Right.
But it's like some of it's like, you know, if you're listening, you know, all my stuff is for anybody that's paying attention.
Right. Yeah.
You know, it's not for everybody, but it might be for you.
So, Guitar Hero, it was from the game Guitar Hero?
Rock Band.
Rock Band, I'm sorry. Yeah.
And it wasn't. I haven't played video games in a while, so that was like my brother's like video game, and they stopped playing it, and I just kind of just had it.
Cool if I grab this?
And it wasn't even during the time they were using it. It was just kind of like, again, outdated, and I was just like, oh, like let me plug this in, and I'm like, oh, it catches audio. I'm like, cool,
man.
and it works. So I'm like, you just throw the wave files into like GarageBand, like super simple. Like you just kind of like throw it in there. And I wasn't even comfortable like really speaking. I think through high school and through life, I've always been just like scared of like just speaking. You know, public speaking was always my fear. You know, and like now I realized I'm like, oh, I've been doing this and doing interviews, and I'm like, oh, I didn't notice that I like conquered one of these fears that I had. You know.
Yeah, I mean, and you guys to be going to playing live shows.
Oh yeah, you look at people in front of you and they're just giving you the most crooked face, and I love that because it's like so weird. I have these weird songs, but they're like they connect with some, you know. So at the end of the show, I'll get somebody that's like, hey, you know what, you got me, dude. Like that was good. Like you have a Spotify, or do you have like, you know, like yeah I got stickers. Like,
Let's go. I don't doubt.
stickers.
I don't doubt that. You know, some people are trying to emulate that sound of your mic has, like with plugins and all this, to be like, oh, it's just a guitar here, or it's a Rock Band mic. Like how do I get that sound?
We record everything on 4K, but we turn it down to like 1080p. Like it's like it gives it that classic lo-fi feel, you know.
Let's go. Okay, awesome. Here's another little news article. I think we could all share our thoughts about. Twitch has decided to allow artist nudity in response to their widespread trend of topless content gaining popularity. Topless content gaining popularity. I worded it like I was gonna say topless content gaming. That's what I meant to say. But Andrew, you've been telling me about this stuff for years, right? You told me that
Topless
I need to get it.
Gaming?
Yeah, topless gaming. Yes, yeah. You've been telling like you gotta get a Twitch, dude. Like a lot of hot people are playing games without their shirts, and it's not necessarily girls, is what you talked about. There's like a lot of dad bods on there. You know what I mean? So.
I wouldn't know. You know?
No, I don't. Go ahead and give me a follow on Twitch. That's at dadbod42069. Dadbod42069. And I will be playing through. I will be playing through Kingdom Hearts. I'm going to be playing through Kingdom Hearts again.
Follow mine too. Then it's mine's. We all have Chi-Chi's Mang.
Yes, exactly. That's your Twitch. We all have Chi-Chi's Mang.
Yeah,
It's a good Twitch account.
We all have them.
Yeah, I'm surprised it wasn't taken. But I guess
Very relatable.
it's true. You know, it's funny because it's true.
Gravity.
Yeah. Twitch faced controversy, I guess, when streamer Morg Pie, Andrew, you were telling me about her for years, went viral for seemingly topless broadcast, resulting in her ban. Responding to feedback, I guess Twitch updated its sexual content guidelines today. It was December 13th. It actually just did that today.
You guys, I gotta go.
Yeah. We're gonna cut this. We're gonna cut this episode a little short. So thanks again for tuning in to Palmtrees and Progress presents
Cheech time.
Cheech time. Don't forget to give us a follow. I guess the changes permits labeled content for that highlight specific body areas, even when fully clothed. So I guess that's a little bit more of a when I wear my skimpier shirts or my deep V-necks that I do wear sometimes when I'm gaming. So that's what it's talking about. But I guess they're gonna be approving that, and the only difference is now that streams labeled with sensitive themes won't be featured on Twitch's homepage. Andrew, how do you feel about this?
This is going to affect my homepage.
How do I find the new talent to follow?
Yeah, I just worked really hard to find all that. But no, that's interesting. I do see a lot of people. I think it's,
what's up, dude?
For me, like I've seen a few friends post
dude?
on Facebook, and they're like, "Oh, you know what? Come follow my Twitch." And I'm just like, "Wow, they're really asking anybody to just watch them play video games." And I'm just curious because they're not gamers, and I kind of want to join to see how good they are. Like, what's the point? Who's going to watch?
Yeah. Are they cute chicks? I mean, you have a girlfriend? Are they?
They are female.
They are females. Okay.
And they're promoting their Twitch account, and I'm very confused because I'm just like, what?
Yeah, they're not
this
like
is a very provocative Facebook Twitch follow. Like,
yeah.
Why would I do that? There's no video game. You're not even sure what video game you're playing.
They always turn down your invite to the computer cafe to go play Counter-Strike, but all of a sudden they're just killing it on Fortnite. That's
interesting. I've never really dove into that.
I do know one chick. I do follow one chick that recently she's like, I'm gonna stop work. I guess she was working at Hot Topic or Zoomies or something like that for the past couple years, and all of the followers know, because she's like, thank you for being with me during this journey, and tomorrow I'm finally gonna try Twitch full time. So now she's just hitting the Twitch full time, and so I don't know.
How do you think it goes down in the DM? Do you think it goes, hey, you're really cute. Would you mind sending me a picture if you're playing video games? And she's like, yeah, for $100.
Like, you think that's the Twitch DMs going down?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, way weirder requests. Feet and stuff like that, dude. I've had friends who said that. I guess they had one of those OFs, the OnlyFans, and like they would get paid to like step on ice cream, like just step on a bowl of ice cream or whatever. Like the weirdest, like, yeah,
So weird.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I don't want to kink shame anyone or anything like that, but like,
True.
I mean, someone spending $100 or so on like a chick stepping on like a plate of ice cream and like stuff like that. I mean,
this is where I really need to rebrand.
I just wish I had that kind of disposable income, I guess.
Yeah, when you start investing in stuff like that, it's like, whoa, you're another level.
Yeah, that's it. And for that reason, I'm out. Oh, man.
Yeah, like, do you even have to just play video games on Twitch? I see a lot of people using Twitch for different things.
You're right. Yeah, I believe T-Pain used to make live beats on Twitch. I think that's he would make like live beat sessions and stuff like that and songs on Twitch. I think he has a show on there too.
Yeah, I just saw one of my friends, Oscar Cash. He's just playing like a Yamaha like keyboard and he's just jamming out and he's just sitting there talking to people.
That's so what a different time, huh? That's pretty awesome.
Whatever people want to do, man. I think it's a way to express themselves for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure he's like linking up with people who like dig on whatever noise he's jamming on. And
I like that you don't even have to do it. It's just like you just does it, you don't even have no reason to do it. It's just like, I'm bored, I'm gonna go on Twitch and then do this for an hour.
Yeah. Andrew, what would you do on Twitch?
Like, what have I used it for? Or
what would you do?
Yeah, what would your like as a as a creator?
My thing.
Yeah.
Jeez, I guess I'm gonna have to
standing on bowls of ice cream. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. That is my strength. I think
Like you can Twitch right now. You could do your radio show.
Yeah, and just be like, have a camera underneath there and just.
You guys
it's
are
cold.
actually on Twitch right now with me, and yes, I do have ice cream underneath the desk.
Oh, that's consent, dude.
There you
Like,
go. Yeah.
You didn't even ask.
Let me know at least.
It's a three-way.
Is it at least dairy free, bro? Because you know I'm lactose intolerant, and that stuff messes up my stomach.
You know it.
All right,
You
thank
know me too.
Thanks,
you know
bud.
it runs in the family.
Oh, the run's running the family. Let's go, man. We got about 4 minutes before we have to get out of here. You were tuning into Palm Trees in Progress Presents. Thank you as always. And I want to say thank you, Del Deso, for taking the time and being a part of the show. Go ahead, everybody. Make sure to watch Moss Fun TV. And want to say anything else and plug anything else before we get out of here?
Just be more yourself. I'm an advocate for people that just kind of promote themselves for being themselves, you know. And everything's a struggle, but you just, with friends and people, the people you surround yourself with, it'll be easier.
Oh, that's beautiful. Heck yeah. Andrew, you got anything you want to say before we got to get out of here?
No, but he just inspired me. I need to hang out with less people like you and more inspiring people.
Oh, we're here, man. Like
I agree with you, man.
I'm a DM away.
There you go.
I need to go have more fun. That's
Yeah.
what I need to go.
Moss Fun
Have
TV.
fun with everything you do.
Let's go. We didn't get into the art exhibit at RAD at Rain.
Yeah, go hit up the Raincross District in downtown Riverside. Check them out. They're open pretty much every day, I think, except Mondays. So,
Dude, my face lights up every time I walk past that pink, your whole display
yeah,
set
well,
up.
jump into Ufalandia. It's there. It's a little pop-up display. It's a little example of what my studio looks like. So Ufalandia exists more over there, but like I'm gonna start doing studio visits of there soon, so you can buy merch and pins and stickers and just come into my world, Ufalandia.
I believe the dumpster area that you did is the dressing room.
Yeah.
How cool.
I asked Michael, he's one of the owners there, and I'm like, dude, like dumpster dressing room, like we gotta do a basura dressing room, and it's so funny watching people walk out of it. They're like, that's a dumpster. I'm like, yeah, it's a giant dumpster.
Yeah, you look like trash, but the prettiest trash I've ever seen.
You know the things people throw away sometimes, you know? It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like it's somebody else's treasure.
Let's go. Beat me to it.
Yeah.
Beat me to it. Oh, man. Well, thanks again for taking the time being on the show. As always, don't forget to give us a follow at Palm Trees in Progress on all social media platforms. Check us out on YouTube, Palm Trees in Progress Presents. Check out our website for all of our merch, palmtreesinprogress.com. You know what? I also... I'm going to give you some complimentary Palm Trees in Progress socks, you know, so you can be one down foo.
Awesome.
And they're available on the website as well, so don't forget to check out Palm Trees in
They're
Progress.
ankle socks. He's
they're-
trying to get me caught up.
Yeah,
Caught slipping.
they're actually cankle socks. They're for me, you know. So I was like, maybe
Are those
you can use
hospital socks?
them. Super good grip.
Did he just-
But if you
Did
go
you
to
just
an
take those socks to the trampoline
That's
park?
illegal, dude.
yeah, no, if you go to an indoor playground, dude, you'll be sick with it. All right. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. We'll catch you guys next week. Stay safe. Hey, Andrew, we gonna do a nice little Christmas episode next week or what?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, I'm bringing the Santa hat and some eggnog, kegnog. All right, guys, take it easy.
Peace, peace.
Yep.